Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's severe weather update. Today we have a slight risk of severe weather across eastern Mexico, northwest and western Texas, far western Oklahoma, the southwestern corner of Kansas, and the southeastern corner of Colorado in the yellow today. And we have a marginal risk extending from far west Texas all the way up into areas of Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. And we do have an elevated tornado threat across eastern New Mexico today, where we have a 5% chance of tornadoes touching down within 25 miles of a location in this brown shaded area today, and a 2% tornado risk in the green area. So if you live in eastern New Mexico, especially in the brown, make sure you're preparing for a few scattered tornadoes today, as we're likely going to be seeing some scattered tornadoes with these thunderstorms this afternoon. Looking at the damaging wind threat, we have a 15% chance of damaging straight line winds of 58 miles per hour or stronger within 25 miles of a location in the yellow area today, a 5% chance in the brown area, and across far eastern New Mexico into much of the western central Texas Panhandle, including Amarillo. We have the chance to see some significant wind gusts of over 75 miles per hour in the Black Hatched area today. So make sure you're preparing for some scattered damaging winds, especially across the Texas Panhandle and far eastern New Mexico today. And looking at today's large hail threat, we also have a 15% chance of quarter-sized hail or larger within 25 miles of a location across portions of far west Texas, eastern New Mexico, far western Oklahoma, far southeastern Colorado in the yellow, and we also have a significant hail risk across eastern New Mexico, where some of these hailstones are likely going to be reaching anywhere from golf ball to tennis ball to baseball size today. So if you live in this black hatched area across eastern New Mexico, I would recommend parking your car in the garage today, as we could be seeing some very large hail out of these storms, and we have a greater broad 5% hail risk, quarter size or larger in the brown area, extending from southwest Texas to southwestern South Dakota in the brown today. Now, timing out the storms today, these are going to be afternoon storms, so as early as 2 o'clock Central Daylight Time, we're going to start to see numerous thunderstorms developing from central New Mexico near Albuquerque through eastern Mexico into southwest Texas near Midland and Odessa, and these could start off producing some very large hail as they initiate, and going into around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock, we're looking at numerous thunderstorms, numerous supercells developing across eastern central New Mexico, west central Texas. These could be producing the very large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Going into 5 o'clock, these storms will continue to push eastward across eastern New Mexico. Could be seeing gorilla hail in some of these storms near the New Mexico-Texas border, with additional storm development across the Texas Panhandle and all the way down towards Midland, Odessa. And as we go into 6 o'clock, the storms will begin to linearize as they move into the western Texas Panhandle, and we get that significant damaging wind threat from areas like Lubbock through Amarillo by 7 o'clock this evening, Central Daylight Time, and going into 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, the storms will continue to push across the Texas Panhandle, and as we go into the overnight, the storms should weaken below severe limits around 10 to 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time as they move into the eastern Texas Panhandle and into western Oklahoma. And looking at some rainfall accumulations, we could be seeing some isolated flash flooding. We could be seeing 1 to 3 inches of rain from some of these storms across east central New Mexico into the northern Texas Panhandle. So make sure you're on guard for some isolated to scattered flash flooding if you live in eastern Mexico and central northern Texas Panhandle this afternoon. So thanks for watching today's severe weather update. Make sure you're preparing for a few scattered tornadoes if you live across eastern New Mexico, as well as very large hail and damaging wind gusts. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, my friends.